I'm gonna hit you back. What is going on, guys? Let me see. What's up, guys? I'm trying to see here. Present. There we go. This is probably better. What's up? Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? You guys can hear me? No, I'm testing this out. So let's see. Let's test this out. All right. Okay. No. How do we? What's up, y'all? All right. What's up, Debbie? Okay, you guys hear me loud and clear? All right, because this is kind of a new thing we testing out today. You guys know it's a Monday. Good morning. Good morning. Good Monday. Good morning, guys. All right. So, let's see here. All right. What's up? What's up? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are having a great morning. Had a great weekend. It's good to see you guys. It is good to see you guys. All right. Let you know. Let's try to make some moolah today. All right. So, me see here. Good morning, guys. So what's the first thing we're going to do today, guys? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Oops. What's the number one thing we're going to do here? Let's see. All right. Let me see here. Ernest at Check News. I like it. All right. DXY trading plan. Okay, I like it. I like all those things. I like all those things, guys. TP, then news. Okay. Trade plan. Okay, cool. So, number one thing, I'm going to check for news today. So, it is a slight bank holiday today. If you check on Forex Factory for Chinese banks, because of the tomb sweeping day. I don't even know what that is, okay? I don't even know. But it's going to affect the JPY today, but we're not even worried about that. Right? We're not even in that session, so we're good. We do have slight USD news at 10 o'clock in an hour and a half, though. So that's something to look at for, guys. All right. So today, news all day, Isaac? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do, right, is we're going to kind of analyze here, guys, and prepare for 10 o'clock, because 10 o'clock to me seems like the time when liquidity is going to hit the session today. Okay. It seems to me around 8 o'clock is when we want to make sure that we are looking at trades, looking at setups, and prepared for the market at least, let's say, maybe half an hour before that time. So I would say for sure, even if nothing sets up in this next hour or so, right around 9:30 to 10, that's really when you want to start to look at the market, right? And let me see here if I can share my screen on that. Let's see. Let's see. I don't like how I always have to stop sharing my screen to show a different screen. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. So let's just do this really quick. Okay. So all right, you guys can see the Forex Factory, right? Correct. Okay. Can you guys see it? Really quick. I'll just go over it with you guys really quick. I just want some yeses in the chat. Okay, cool. Thank you, Shell. All right, so if you guys can see this, right? You see 10, so we have 9:30, 9:45, and 10 a.m. But the most important or the most significant news is at 10 a.m., right? So we have one red folder, one orange folder, and one low impact yellow folder. All right. So this is telling me liquidity is definitely here today, but it's definitely going to come in maybe a little bit in the later portion of the session. Okay. So you have to always realize that with the market, guys, like you're not always going to get the same time to always make money, unfortunately. And it kind of sucks that it's like that, but you're not always going to like wake up at 8 o'clock, or you're not always going to wake up at 10 o'clock and like that's the money making time. right? So even though New York starts early and we're up early and we're looking at the markets, that doesn't mean necessarily that the volume is there though. Okay. So it's just something to realize, right? And the more that you trade, the better you're going to get at this. All right. Because you have to be a studious student when you are a trader. Like you have to kind of always be planning and preparing. Okay. So what I mean by that is you kind of have to know, all right, today there's news at such and such time. If I'm planning to trade New York, right? All right, what are or what times is when the market is really going to move the most? When is it going to be the most liquid? And those are the times where you want to trade as a trader is when there is the most amount of liquidity in the market because liquidity is going to give you the type of profits that you want, right? If you're dealing with an illiquid market, right, or a market that doesn't have a lot of liquidity, okay, you're going to get consolidation, right? Which you guys should all know because we suffer that consequence in Asian session all the time when there's just not a lot of liquidity and you're trying to trade Asian and it's like you're only up 4 or 5 pips, 8 pips. It takes you an hour just to get that sometimes. Not all times, but sometimes, right? So let's go to the charts and kind of plan and see what we're going to do today. Okay. So now let's go back to the charts and let's make a proper plan today. All right. All right here. Okay. Mm, okay. And I will. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, just making sure everyone's with me. All right. So this is how I'm looking at this, guys. Let's kind of analyze the DXY really quick. All right. Really quickly, let's see what we're dealing with here. Right. And what I can see here, let's delete all these other previous zones and stuff. Okay, let's remove all my drawings. I'm gonna remove my alerts here. And when we look at the higher time frame on the daily, the 3-day, even the weekly, okay, the dollar is getting incredibly weak. Okay. Do you guys know the fundamentals behind this? Do you guys know what's been happening to the dollar? Come on, you guys, if you guys are traders, you guys should be knowing this. All right. What's been going on with the dollar? Someone tell me in the chat. Someone talk to me. Because we have time. There's no need to get to rush into trades right now. But someone talk to me. What's been going on with the dollar really quickly? You guys should know this. What's been going on with the dollar? Hmm. Da, 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 da. Yo, where is my Jeopardy soundboard song? Like, what am I doing here? Like, do I have to bring it out? Angie said inflation. Hold on, let me see here. Hold on. Hmm. Not sure if my soundboard is gonna work. So, okay, inflation. What else? Someone talk to me. Oh my goodness. Someone talk to me. What else? What else? Dollar's about to go to hell. TBG, okay. What? All right. Off crisis negative effect in the drop due to inflation. Countries talking about using their own currency versus dollar. Terrence, that is correct, my friend. Okay, I like that. I like that. I, I like that answer. I like that answer, young sir. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Interest rates change the currency. Let me see. Drop inflation. Dollars about okay. Several countries about to start pegging their currencies against the dollar. Brooklyn, that is correct. Okay, you guys are paying attention. Okay, it is falling. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America, Lady T. Okay, exactly correct, right? So we know all these things, right? Okay. TVS investors are removing from their deposits from banks, causing to lose value. Correct. Everything is correcto. All right. Correcto. Correcto. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear my soundboard or no? I need banking closure makes. I'm just playing some stuff. Can you hear it though? Banking closing making people nervous about the dollar. Yes, correct. I like it. No, 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 no. Okay, I probably gotta. Dollar doesn't have any backing. These countries ain't rocking with us. Exactly. Exactly, Michael. Okay, no, you guys can hear. It's okay. I'm gonna set it up. I just gotta set it up. I gotta test it. I gotta test it out. Okay. I'm gonna get the soundboard together, guys. But okay, let's more importantly, right? We do know that the dollar is incredibly weak. All right. So what I would do, guys. So check this out. You see this level here? So this is I'm currently looking at the 3-day, right? Or let's just look at the weekly because a lot of people like this chart, the weekly here. Okay. Now, what happens if the dollar breaks this level here, guys? What do we have here? What do we have here? Dun 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 dun. Dun. What do we have there if the dollar breaks that level? Mm. Debbie said recession. You're funny. She said recession, sir. She said it's 2008 for me. Back to the back to the Obama recession. All right. It is a guys, it is. It's a major key level. Head shoulders. Okay, let's analyze this together, right? On the weekly. So this is what I would do instantly. I would do this for everyone here. This is what I want everyone to do on your trading view charts. I would right click, put an alert on the DXY. Okay, and my alert name is going to be sell the DXY, sir. Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's going to be my alert. Okay, because once this structure is broken on the DXY, we are going to have exactly what all you guys said, right? We are going to have break a structure here. We are going to have momentum. We are going to have the dollar is going to drop significantly, and that's perfectly fine with me. Okay, perfectly fine with me, young sir. So all that means is a lot of money for us as traders. That's what that means. Unfortunately, it means the economy might take a hit. All right. It unfortunately mean it might mean that a lot of things might not go according to plan for the average man. All right. But what I will tell you is that for traders who can see this and understand and plan, we can make a lot of moolah. So if structure gets broken here, the next possible level that I would potentially take it to is somewhere roughly around here. And then I would say TP2 would be roughly around here. Okay. And so now when we go to like the daily chart, trust me, this is going to be a big level. Okay. So I kind of have it doing something like this here. Boom, boom, boom. So we can, and this is on the daily, right? This is on the weekly. This is daily and weekly analysis here. So this thing, yeah, big drop. Okay. Which is great for us. I just need you guys to understand that. The dollar's overall bearish. Once it breaks this level, sayonara, suckers. Okay. All right. But you still have to be careful. But I want you guys to understand just the overall momentum and trend of this move. Okay. Um, okay. I'm also going to test you guys right now really quickly. Let's talk about it. Let's now go back to the daily. Okay. Since we know that once this level is broken, right? Again, this is a significant level. Now, I'm also going to make an alert right here. Okay. So can someone tell me why did Ryan make an alert right here? Okay. Can someone tell me why? So I'm gonna get the soundboard together, guys, for tomorrow. Okay. Can anyone tell me really quickly why would Ryan put a level right here? Okay, that second level. Oops. Right here. Oops. Let's go to the 1 hour. So technically, it is right here on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour on the DXY, I made a level right here. And why is that level significant? Let me see, look left to be right. Market could break the bottom, correct. Trapping, correct. Entry level, correct. Okay, great answers, guys. Great answers. I'm just having you think a little bit. Okay, so the reason I did that is for a couple reasons. On the daily, okay, this was a level. This was a previous low for the daily structure, right? That got hit multiple times. So once this is broken, okay, once this is broken, it is for sure going down because this was a previous daily level. Okay. Now, secondly, a lot of you guys are right. So if you can see it on the 1 hour, right? Imagine that. Let's just say we have a zone here, and price, you know, pops up here, and then starts to drop significantly down here, and breaks this level. Won't that look like it's going bearish? Right. Once it breaks this bottom here, now I want you to realize this is the only thing holding price up. This is a very small consolidation. You also have like kind of this area here, but once price has broken this level, so once price comes to here and it's broken it, right? It will have a lot of momentum down. So not only should you, in my opinion, have this level, which we do on the weekly, as a huge weekly level, which I'm going to edit weekly sell. Okay, so this is the weekly sell, my weekly sell level that, okay, the momentum is definitely shifted super bearish, right? But this is kind of like my intraday level for me. Once this level is broken, we are completely selling the DXY for sure, 100%. Okay, once this level is broken here on the dollar on the 1 hour. Okay, so what are we looking for today? All right, it's 8 o'clock or it's 8:45, and what I'm looking for the dollar to ultimately retrace and then drop. Okay, so I'm looking for a retracement here and then the dollar to drop, guys. All right, so you need to be patient because the market isn't really going to move right now. Again, we know the news is going to happen at 10 o'clock, so you have to be patient here. All right, so I'm expecting that one of two things can happen. All right, and this is how you catch your entry. All right, so I need you guys to pay attention. If you don't pay attention to anything that I'm saying, this is how you can trade today, because I'm not going to be on here for 2-3 hours with you guys, but I still want to break down the play for you guys today. All right, so and then maybe later today I'll hop on YouTube again to kind of see what happened. But what we're gonna do here, right, is I'm personally gonna wait for either one of two things, and this is how you prepare for what's gonna happen. I either have an entry here, or I'm gonna have an entry here. These are really my only two entries that I'm looking for. I want you guys to understand this. Okay. Now, I'm going to kind of draw my fib level here. And I kind of went into this zone and kind of into that 61.8, right? That would be clean. So I'll kind of draw the zone so you can kind of see that area. So kind of in that area or close to that area, if we get rejection around this zone here, or the market pops up around this area and then shows us bearish rejection, good. That's what we want. Sell. Okay, but that might not happen until 9:30, 10 o'clock, maybe 10, 15 minutes after news, right? So again, there isn't a time on when it's going to happen. You just have to wait. So what I would do, or what I'm doing, and so you guys can actively see, I'm putting an alert here. The alert name will be, we'll see, DXY 61.8 retrace. Something really quick. Oh, I said 61. So look at this, right? Boom. So again, I have my alerts on my phone and everything. So I might not be on my computer. Maybe I am on my computer, but worst case scenario, what you need to be doing, right, is if you're using TradingView, have it also logged in to your phone so that when your alerts get hit, it comes to your phone as well. That's just me personally. I kind of like doing it that way, right? So I always get that. You know? Okay, does that make sense, guys? So I'm waiting for a hard retracement on the dollar, shows bearish rejection at this level or close to that level, right? That would also give us, so put all the math together here. right? It would also kind of give us, right, this M structure here and the continuation of structure, right? This would be very clean if this happened, right? So I want you to kind of envision the market, envision the play, what could happen. So we can have that, which I would love for that to happen. That this is my ideal situation. The dollar retracing, and then boom, it rejects. Okay, the dollar starts to sell off. Oh, this would be amazing. Okay, this would be money day, money Monday. That's what we're gonna call it if that happens. Okay, but there is a second case scenario that could happen as well too. All right, and let me show you guys what that could look like. That can also look like the dollar just staggering around, playing around, boom, 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 boom. It doesn't really move too much. Maybe consolidate a little bit, and then straight drops, just like that. We're probably going to get one of those two outcomes, I believe, today. And those are the outcomes that I'm preparing for. It's going to consolidate here, play around, and then drop, or it's going to hit this level and then drop. Now, if it does the second, the later, right, and kind of just consolidates and drop, I'm not going to start selling the dollar in this area, guys. This area is danger zone. Okay, it's not an optimal area to get in. All right, so I'm just gonna wait. If the dollar doesn't even want to retrace and just drops, I'm going to wait for the break of this level here. All right, I'm gonna wait for the break of structure on this zone first, and once I have that, then I will start to get in the market, which is why I said my two places of entry on the dollar are going to be here or up here. Does that make sense, guys? Let me see. Let me see the. Does that make sense? Does everyone follow me? So I'm showing you how to kind of plan what's going to happen today. Carla, Latanya. Okay. Yes, yes. Afia, Shamika, Dorcas, yes. Okay, cool. Right? So we have one of two things. Dollar's going to come up, boom, rejection. Again, you're going to wait for the three R's here. If the dollar comes here, you're going to wait for the three R's. What are the three R's, guys? Someone put in the chat. R's. The three R's. Right? Does this make sense? At this level, the three, you're going to wait for the three R's here. All right. So if it hits this level, you're going to wait for the three R's, then sell it. The three R's, Carla, correct, reject, retest, react. Right? So that's what you're going to wait for. So what you want to do is have your alerts set around this area. So once price hits that level, you can start looking. Okay, things might start setting up good. So to me, I'm set up because no matter what the dollar does today, I'm perfectly fine. I just need to be alerted when it happens. That's all. I listen, I don't have to sit here and watch my charts all day. Look, I'm probably going to get off in like 15 minutes with you guys. I don't have to sit here and watch charts all day. I'm going to set my alert here, set my alert here, right? And then I'm just going to play the patient game. But I don't have to sit here and watch every single 1 minute candle for 'em. I'm not going to do that. Okay, that's something I'm not going to do, right? But once you can kind of identify what the market's overall trend is, what you're looking for, and now we're just going to play the waiting game. That's it. We're like fishermen in the sea at this point. We're throwing our line with our bait, and we're saying, "Here, little fishy, fishy, grab my bait." Okay, you can't force the fish to bite. We can't force the market to move the way we want it to move. Only time will tell. But if you hang the bait long enough, the fish is going to take it. And that's kind of how you have to be with the market. You have to be like a fisherman. You have to have that type of level of patience. Sometimes they might catch a fish in 15 minutes. Sometimes it might take them an hour or two. Sometimes it may take them 3, 4 hours. Now, granted, we're not gonna wait for 3, 4 hours. Okay. But you get the picture, right? So this is how I'm looking and viewing the markets, guys. All right. And what that will mean overall. So let's make a full circle with this and put this in context. What does this mean? Well, this means if the dollar is going to drop like that, let's look at like AUD, one of my favorite pairs. My favorite pairs, I'm going to remove the drawings. Okay. And let's look at the daily here. Look at the daily on AUD, my lord. Okay, let's look at the weekly here. The weekly's kind of trash. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. But this is a strong zone here, for sure. And what I would love to see is something like this with AUD/USD, guys. So I'm bullish on AUD/USD, but what I want here is a retracement of about maybe that may be a hard retracement, but even if we get like 20 pips retracement, that'd be great in continuation. Okay, I want some type of pullback here, and let's kind of reframe this level because I kind of want to make it a more intraday level here. And I would say even if it pulls in between here to here, something like that. Let's see on the 15-minute, let's see. So this could be like a 20. Let's just say anywhere from a 15 to maybe 30 pip retracement. Okay, on the AUD/USD, guys, is what I'm looking for. I want anywhere from 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to put alert here on AU in the middle of that zone because this is what I want to see with AU. All right, what else can we look for? All right, we can look for the AUD/USD buy. We can also look for, let me see, the GBP/USD buy because GU definitely is looking bullish as well too. Definitely looking bullish. But should we buy it right now? Is this an optimal buy? Should we buy it right here, guys? GBP/USD's been shooting up. But should we buy it here? Yes or no? Should we buy it? Yes or no? Randall said, okay, Randall gets the oatmeal cookie in the class. That's what Randall gets because he said the 3 R's are Ryan. So I mean, come on, bro. You win. You get the cookie today. Okay, but correct, guys. Exactly right. It is not the optimal area. I mean, just look at it from a technical analysis standpoint. For one, the dollar has not made the move we wanted. Right. If we look at the higher time frames like the daily, if we look at the 4 hour, it's overall bullish. It is overall bullish, okay? But this is not the ideal entry point. Definitely not the ideal entry point, okay? We want some level of retracement first, and it could be small, it could be large. Here's a short retracement. This could be a very hard retracement, right? And you kind of again have to be patient. But what I would be anticipating is kind of just some type of level retracement here. And it could even be just something like, even if it's just a 20, 30 pip retracement, something like that. Maybe not even a super sharp retracement, but at this point, I would definitely not just blatantly buy GBUSD here. Okay. But the only way that I would buy GU, if it does not retrace here on the 15-minute, right? If it does not retrace to, let's say, around this level here, is if we have something like this. Okay. And so I'll show you the other concept here is that if it shoots up here, the dollar starts to retrace. So then GU kind of pulls back down here. And then, okay, the dollar, let's say the dollar hits the levels that we want and GU's right here. Okay, then we can buy it. It would look something like this. This is the only way I would buy it at this level is if it breaks this level, retraces back down at this level. So essentially my buy, if you guys can see this, would be here. Does that make sense? So if GU is going to go up, let us wait to see how it handles this level. Essentially, is what I'm saying, right? So let it go up, let it come down, break this level, and then we could potentially buy it. So this is kind of what I would look for GU possibly, right? So again, there's two different types of buy opportunities I think for GU. Possibly if it breaks the zone, pulls back down, then we can get some type of buy set up here. Or if it comes back down, retraces maybe 30, 40, 50% of this previous move here, then we can buy down here, which would be excelente as well. Okay. Now let's look at NAS. I think so. This is what you guys should do for NAS because I love NAS. This is what I'm looking for. All right. So there's a lot of things that happened here. We have, what is this? What would you guys consider this is right here that I just highlighted? Y'all lucky I don't have my soundboard. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring the soundboard though. Tomorrow y'all will get it. What would you consider that right there? Yeah, Jamal, 30 to 50 pip retracement for sure. Okay. Right. Okay. Everyone can clearly see this. Yay. Consolidation. All right. All right. You guys are paying attention. You guys are thinking caps on. Very good. So, but I want you guys to think it a little bit more analytically though. Okay. So we had all this consolidation back and forth for the past, well, not super long, but past 2 days, right? Okay. Now, what we had here is it dropped, right? And the way I'm gonna kind of show you guys is, to me it took everyone out. This is a stop hunt, and now what I'm going to do is put my alert here, okay? Because if NAS now breaks these previous highs up here, we now have officially bullish momentum and it's going to skyrocket. Right, the dollar starts falling, that's going to start skyrocketing. I need you guys to understand this, okay? And the reason why this is going to happen easily is because people are got stopped out, right? The market has now created, right, such a fantastic fake move to the downside. All right, let's kind of go to maybe the smaller time frames, right? We kind of have what I like to tell my students is a two-wave correction, kind of, if you guys can kind of see this here. Boom, 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 something like that, right? And then what's going to happen is continuation. So essentially, they are trying to fake people to the downside, and you can almost look at this as like a downward wedge pattern as well, flag pattern. You guys see that? There's a lot of ways to look at this. I'm just showing you guys multiple ways to look at this, right? And now everyone's just like, oh, okay, NAS is gonna drop. Not okay, but you kind of have to you have to really understand the market's general direction, and how they manipulate the average person. Okay. So for me, I'm sitting here like once this consolidation is broken to the upside, we will now have this is what you guys can look for. Once it's boom broken here, yeah, now you're gonna start to buy NAS, baby. Okay. But you need kind of like this consolidation to get broken up because all the volume is here. All the volume is in. All right. I'm back, guys. My bad. Can you guys hear me? My bad. Frozen. All right. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? You can hear me? You can see me now? My bad, guys. My internet kind of, I got disconnected from my internet for a second. I'm back. You can see me? You can hear me? Okay, cool. All right. So let me get back to what I was saying. Here we go. We back at it. Let's go. Here we go. All right. But does that make sense, guys? How I'm marking up NAS so you guys can understand what I'm looking for NAS. Do I need to repeat that, or you guys got it? Make sense? Right. So look for now all the sellers to get faked out. The break of that zone again. If what I would do, right? Just so for all you guys, the way I would do this, right, is I would mark out. You see how I have my alert here on TradingView? That's what I would do, right? So you can monitor it manually if you want. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm going to do is just have my zones kind of marked off here. so that once structure is broken and once I'm getting that bullish momentum, guess what? I'm not going to miss the NAS move. So you see how you kind of want to kind of prepare, plan, and then execute? Repeat, please. Charmaine, sure. I'll say it one more time for you, okay? So, all right. So here, this is what we're looking at, right? The overall consensus. So when we go to the higher time frames, like on NAS, on let's say the daily, the 1 hour, the weekly, NAS is very much bullish, guys. So check this out. Look at the weekly, and then I want you to look how beautiful this is kind of looking here. Head and shoulders pattern. Looking very sweet if you ask me. Okay? Looking very sweet. All right? So you guys see that overall momentum is bullish. That's great for us. Right? Now, what I'm saying is that when we go to the 1 hour, right? It's kind of in consolidation. When we go to the smaller, now when we peel the layers back, let's go to like the 30-minute chart, right? Or the 15-minute chart. Either or, you kind of want to look at that, right? And what I'm saying is around this area, this zone here, we're just stuck in what? Consolidation here. Like this whole area is just kind of yucky. It's consolidation, right? What we have here is, to me, in my opinion, a stop onto the low. So they tried to take everyone out, right? I don't think they're going to go past this low again. I don't think they're going to go past this low. So what I can tell you guys is that if this low is not broken here, so even if they retrace down but don't really break this low, okay, but these highs are broken, that is going to indicate bullish momentum, and now we can buy NAS. And then I want you to align that and sync that with, okay, is the dollar dropping right now? So if we get those things that we want with the DXY with the dollar today, and then also NAS starts to break those levels as well, the way we want to, you have both those confluences. Okay, start buying NAS. All right. And then you can also start buying maybe, AU or GU, something like that. Those are pretty much the pairs that I'm going to be looking at. AU, GU buys, NAS buys. These are all like basically what I'm looking for the day, potentially. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I can guarantee you something's going to happen today because there's that news at 10 o'clock. Okay? That makes sense, guys? Does that make sense, sir? Let's see here. Here. The dollar, let me see the dollar. Because we kind of have no idea what the dollar's going to do. All right? We kind of don't know here. But what I would like to see is something like this for NAS, guys. Okay? Boom, break structure, boom, retracement, boom, retracement, and my optimal entries are going to be kind of how I teach you guys with the waves, right? Kind of like that 2 or 4 pullback entry point. Those are going to be your optimal entry points. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm looking for NAS today. You know, um, I think what I'll do is, I guess I'll just stay on here until 10 o'clock with you guys. I guess I might as well. I was gonna hop off right around now, but maybe I'll just stay on here with you guys. I haven't been back in a while. You know, and I kind of want to make money with you guys. What do you think is going to happen with gold? Ingrid, I'm not sure with gold. I'm not sure with gold. I like gold. You ever see Gold Member? Every time I hear gold, I just think of Gold Member Austin Powers. I like gold. But gold is not my thingy thing. It's not. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what I can say is this here. When we look at gold, it is wedging, right? So we kind of have like this here, this here. And what I'll say is if gold starts to break this zone, I kind of wanted to do something like, if this makes sense. So it's, let me kind of paint the picture here. It's been consolidating back and forth, boom, boom, boom. I kind of wanted to pull back, break. This is the key, break, retest. I would love an entry right here, and then it goes up, if that makes sense. That's how I kind of want to trade gold. I'd be, again, gold is one of those pairs you got to be really patient with, guys. Got to be really patient with. And gold, from my experience, for me, I just took out gold. I took gold out my trade plan. That's just me. I can't speak for anyone else. I'm not a gold trader. I will analyze it for you guys. I just don't like gold. It's not. It's not giving consistency for me. Like gold is just one of those pairs that is just wild for no reason. It's like that friend who comes to the party and is always drunk and you just never know what's going to happen. You're like, guys, excuse my best friend here, but like, hey, he might eat all the food, he might drink all the drinks, he might fall asleep in the on the couch, he might piss himself in the bathroom and be drunk and throwing. I don't know what's gonna happen today, but I love him, and he's my best friend. Like that's gold. You don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, so sometimes you just don't invite that person to the party. Do you guys get what I'm saying? You just don't. Okay, you say, hey, listen, it's a family get together. I don't need that here. All right, I'm gonna have grandma here, but have my son, my daughter, my kids here. And I don't want you going in all crazy. And to me, that's kind of gold. Now, some people are gonna yell at me, oh my gosh, gold! I make so much money on gold. Okay, all right, have fun, have fun. Okay, what I can tell you is that gold is definitely one of the most erratic pairs to trade. It's just like it's not that you can't make money with gold. It's just the fact that are you going to get the type of consistency that you want? Randall said I'm shading on Max's gold. I don't care. You think I'm scared of Max? What's she gonna do? Huh? She gonna come to the session and start talking? She can't do nothing. Right? Okay. But the point is that it really just isn't consistent, guys. Not to say that you can't make money on it. I've made tons of money on gold, but I've also lost tons of money on gold. And what I realized for me personally, again, I can only speak from personal experience. When I deleted gold from my trade plan, it increased my accuracy and my percentages. But what I'm giving up is potential, like, higher profit potential, because sometimes gold could just shoot up 100, 200 pips or something, and you're like, oh my gosh, yes. It's like a euphoric feeling because it's like I caught the gold buy for 200 pips. Like, okay, cool. It's great. You get the dopamine rush, okay, like a crack addict. But okay, then just like crack, once it's done, you crash. Okay, not that I've ever had that experience, but I'm just saying I think that's what would happen. You get your hit and then you crash afterwards, right? So it's kind of just like any dopamine rush. You're gonna get the thrill, but then you burn out, right? So I'm just saying that if you're a gold trader, you trade gold consistently, and here's what I'm saying, and because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, just a little. If you're struggling in your trading journey and you're trading gold consistently, then you might want to, just might want to reevaluate your trade plan and try to find pairs that suit your trading system and something that you can just make more consistency with. Because if you're trading gold, I think every day you're not really going to get the consistency that you want unless here's the exception to the rule. Unless you're going to be exclusively a gold trader. If you're like Ryan, hey, listen, I trade gold every day, Monday through Friday, every day, all day. New York session, Asian session, London session, doesn't matter session because I love gold. I don't like silver, I don't like platinum. I like gold, gold chain, gold pairs, gold diamond watches. If you like gold everything, okay, be my guest. Then you have my permission to trade gold. If you're gonna be that dedicated, if you're going to be that dedicated to trading gold, then go ahead, go for it. Knock yourself out, my friend. That's what I'm saying with gold, guys. Okay. But you have to have like that type of level of dedication. Does that make sense? You really, really, really do. Like the only people that I know who are successful at trading gold trade gold like their life depends on it. Seriously. Like any person who really trades gold consistently only trades gold consistently. And that is okay. Perfectly okay. But what I'm saying is if you're going to dip around to other pairs and stuff all the time, then like you just semi trading gold is not going to be it. L Titus said, "How do people sleep trading gold?" I don't know. I'd be sleeping with one eye open, y'all. Like this how I look at my charts when I trade gold. I'm like, yo, oh my god. Yeah, I would not be able to go to sleep. You know, I just trade AU and NAS like a good boy, and I sleep like a baby. Okay, I sleep like a baby. All right, but the gold traders have fun. You clearly you like stress and havoc in your life. You like smoke. You like the smoke. Clearly. So you know. All right, but back to the charts. But anyway, like I'm saying for gold guys, is that literally it's just be careful. That's all. If you've been inconsistent on your trade journey thus far and you still are struggling, you may want to reevaluate trading gold. That's it. I'm not saying that it can't be traded. I have a gold strategy that I like. I have a gold strategy that I like, but I don't even really trade it like that because I don't get a lot of optimal setups every day with my gold strategy. So it really has to set up perfectly for me to want to trade gold, you know? And so because I don't get my setup for gold every day, or I might only actually get the setup once or twice a week, I just kind of eliminate gold. Like, it's not really worth it, when I can kind of just trade NAS to me, in my opinion. Like NAS is way more worth it. Or if I could trade like the dollar, that's way more worth it. So I like to trade pairs that are actually worth it for me. I don't know. That kind of makes sense. That's all. That is all, my friends. Um, let me see here. All right, but I guess I will just stick with you guys until like 10 o'clock ish, and we'll kind of just see the markets together. We'll just stick around and hang around. I see a big gap on oil, Paul. Actually, I haven't looked at oil. Let's look at oil real quickly. Before 9:30. What is it? What is oil? I don't even know. Is it WTI? I think, or am I getting it wrong? Or is it crude oil? Or okay, here we go. Yeah, maybe it's WTI crude. Holy moly, donut shop. Holy snaps. Whoa, like yeah, the gap on oil is kind of ridiculous. It's just a little ridiculous there, you know. Just a little ridiculous there. That gap is a little ridiculous. So, guys, yeah, this is a gap in the market right here. All right, that was a huge gap. It's eventually going to get filled, but that doesn't mean it's going to get filled today. But I'm not really an oil trader, so I have nothing for you, honestly. And oil is a different type of beast. I do think it is a good pair to also trade but you have to study it. You do have to study it. What I can say is that if it breaks this upper level here, it's going to be a buy though. If it breaks that level there, because then we'll have head and shoulders pattern confirmed if it breaks that level there. So that's something to note. If it breaks the previous highs, then it's definitely going to be a buy. If it starts to break this, then it's definitely going to shoot up even more. So I would kind of look for that. Also, we can kind of watch to see how it handles this level here. But that's old. That's oil. Let's look at NAS real quick. Since it's about to be 9:30, let's kind of watch this together. Let's kind of watch this. Watch this here. Because there's a lot of things that can happen here. I think with NAS, potentially, it's going to drop first. This is what I'm thinking, guys. Right? I'm thinking NAS is going to even drop. Right? And then eventually pop up. I'm thinking like that. So this is kind of what I'm thinking here. We just gotta wait, where let's see here. Let's look at the lower time frames. Let's look at like the 5-minute chart. Let's see what happens here. See, let's also look at the DXY. Okay. The DXY is kind of holding this level here, this little mini consolidation on the 5-minute, 15-minute, let's see. I would love for it to pull up and then drop. That's what I'm looking for, but kind of just gotta be patient here. I do think NAS is going to drop first, which it is dropping. Okay. So let's just kind of wait here. So this 5-minute closes. Do you swing trade NAS? No. Okay, Robert, I definitely do not swing trade NAS. That's not my thing. I intraday NAS. I like intrading NAS, not swing trading it, sir. Do not. I'm liking the buys on NAS. We're getting bullish momentum on NAS now. I like it. Okay. I got my alert on NAS. It's breaking structure. This is great. Give me 1 second, guys. See. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So we're definitely bullish on NAS, guys. Definitely momentum is up now. I do like it. Let me see. We're gonna see if we can get a really crispy entry. Give me a second. I'm just trying to set up my charts actually properly. Okay. All right. So I think you can buy NAS, guys. I would. Oh snaps. Let me see here. Can I see my screen? Oh, here we go. All right. So look, I would buy NAS. You can get in, right? I think it's confirmed. The 5-minute, as you see, pop back down, broke structure here, right? You can kind of make your first entry here, and this is kind of like how I would. This is how I would have it set up. Okay, is all right. So this is how I have it set up, guys. All right. Your stop loss should be below this low down here. Okay. So that's about, if we measure that out, that's about, let's say 60 points. Okay, 60 points. So now it's just kind of about like getting a good entry here. Right now it's kind of just about getting a clean entry. So I think you can kind of wait. What I think is going to happen, I'm not, so you can buy here, but I'm thinking that it's probably going to pull back a little bit more and you can buy it. But if you want to buy it here as a small entry, I think you can. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think so. Let's look at the dollar. So I'm going to put an alert here because if the dollar starts to break this level down here, I think it's going to start to drop, which is also going to create NAS to go up. So this is kind of how we're looking at it for right now. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at now. I do like NAS overall so far. So this is really the only trade I'm in right now. And I'm liking it. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it, sir. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Okay, but I am in. So just to confirm, guys, I am in a small buy right now for NAS. I don't think this buy right now is a bad idea. Okay, so if you want to get in, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is the I'm not a financial advisor here. Okay, all right. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not telling anyone to get in what I'm getting in. I'm just saying I'm in. I'm telling you what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm doing. Um, so I'm in NAS for the buy. And if you want to follow along, sir, you can follow along. You guys can get in however you want to get in. All right. I'm sorry, Brian. Sorry, my was covering my chart. Yeah, my bad. So the way I'm kind of looking at this is that with the news happening, we're probably going to get a retracement here. So, in my opinion, right, you can do one of two. You can do one of two things. You can like, okay, I'm gonna put a small, like a light entry here because I know I can get some type of drawdown. So this is what you have to prepare for. We can say, okay, we might go into drawdown maybe 20, 30, 40 points, right? And you're like, okay, I'll just get in because I don't really want to watch this trade. I'm just gonna hold it kind of more like an intraday trade here, right? You have your stop loss like below here, you have your buy here, and you're like, hey, listen, I'm just gonna roll with this. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with this. Or if you want a more precise entry, we can kind of wait for a pullback back down to this area possibly, kind of like to the 2 point. And that has potential. All right, let me move all this stuff here. And it'll kind of look like this, if that makes sense. So however you want to look at it, right, you can look at it. However you want to look at it. There's tons of ways to view the market here. So if you want to wait for the pullback, which starting to happen here, could be good. And then if we get a pullback and then we get a rejection kind of, at the 2 point here ish, that could be a really, really good entry. A really, really prime entry. So just saying, if you're getting in now, or like I would not go heavy now because this isn't a super prime entry. but we do know that it's overall going up. So the setup is now confirmed, if that makes sense. The overall market sentiment, the overall setup, like on the 15-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, I believe is confirmed it's going to go up. But we just don't know where the proper or perfect entry is at the moment. Does that make sense, guys? Right. So we kind of have a flow for, okay, the sentiment is that Nas is going to go up for the day, but we don't know what the perfect entry is. Right. So the setup is now kind of confirmed, but now we're waiting for like the perfect entry to kind of be confirmed, if that makes sense. So that's what we're doing right now. All right, kind of waiting for that. So let's see how this 15-minute candle closes on NAS. This will definitely be important for sure. For sure, for sure. All right. Um, uh, oh, here's my market watch. Candles. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. 30. Okay. Second, guys. Remote. Yep. It's looking nice. I'm liking that, guys, for the buy. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, young sir. Haha. Let's see, 55.0. Let's what I would say, all right. What I would say we need, guys, is definitely for the confirmation, all right, is for this level to be broken here. So my alert, which it is, as you guys can see, looking like that's what it wants to do. But once it starts to make those highs and we have a nice 15-minute close, another 15-minute close at 10 o'clock. This baby's shooting up. And we can make the moolah today. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Would I put a trailing stop loss? Yes, Brian, make it 50 pips trailing. 50 pip trailing. That is actually what I have on mine right now. I wish I can kind of show you guys my charts, but I don't want. But hold on. Let me see if I can do that there. I'm not sure if I can, but let me see here. Um, hmm. Share screen, entire no, a window? No, not entire screen. Can you pick? No, you can't even. I can't do it the way I want to. So I can't. I'll have to maybe. Yikes! I can't even do it the way I wanna. Oh man, I wish I could show you guys what. I wish I could show you guys, man. I'll make a recording. Okay. Are you guys in? Are you guys in Mighty Networks? Are you? I hope you guys are Mighty Networks. Let's see here. Are you guys in Mighty Networks? And in the TTA network? Let's see our whole network channel. All right, because I'm gonna show you guys a video of like how I'm managing my trade. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so AU. Let's look at. Hold on, the dollar pairs, guys. Look, boom. Okay, look. GBP USD rejecting this area. Let's look at AU. AU's also holding its air, so it's not retesting now, but it's slowly breaking out of this zone here. So watch how it holds this smaller zone here. Let's look at the dollar. The dollar is now continuing to break. Look at the dollar, guys. Look, dollar's now breaking. So it didn't give us that 61% retracement. That's fine. But now look what it's trying to do here. So we're already in the NAS buys, and the dollar is starting to crack. Right? Does that make sense? So you could look for. Let's see here. So you could look for potential AU or GU buys potentially, if that makes sense. Okay, can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay. Okay. You guys feel me? All right. So overall, everything looks good, guys. From what I can see. So what I'm gonna do, right, guys? Hold on. I'm trailing. I'm trailing my stop loss by about 50 pips, 50 points, if that makes sense, guys. Okay, so does that make if you guys understand that now? I have a tool, right, that that I use, okay, that I created. Some of you guys know about the manager, and it's done. It is officially done. Where's my soundboard? Yay, yay. Clap, clap. I need an encore. Um, so it is done, guys. It is officially done. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how much it's going to help your guys trading. You guys have no idea. No idea. But I will say that yeah, so I have everything kind of automatically trailing. So that will be exclusively. Well, the discount will be exclusively for TTA. Anyone, if you're not a TTA, you will be able to get it, but you'll have to pay the premium. You will not get the discount, but you still will be able to test it out. And yeah, so I am gonna have a free trial as well, guys. So you guys will be able to like kind of test it out for a few days, to see if you like it or not. That's gonna be a big thing as well too. So I'm gonna give basically everyone the chance to kind of try it out to see if it helps their trading, because the biggest thing about trading, guys, is not necessarily knowing what the market's going to do, but also like how to manage the trade while you're in the trade. That is kind of the hardest thing to do. Most people don't know how to have the proper risk. Most people don't know how to take partials properly, how to move their stop loss properly, how to go to take profit. Like, it's all of those small little things add up and can be detrimental if you don't know what you're doing. Like, it really could. So, that's the biggest thing that I've kind of learned, that you know, is that, even the greatest of traders will mess up on their risk. The greatest of traders. So you kind of just really have to, I guess for me personally, automate your risk, if that makes sense. You wanna like low key automate your risk. You want to make it so that you are not messing up your trade plan. Does that make sense? You don't want to mess up your trade plan. Make sure. So one of the best things to do is to kind of automate the way that you are looking at your trade plan to start with. Okay. Does that make sense? So if you kind of automate the way that you're managing your trade, then you will then start to see more consistency. So like the biggest problem that I've seen with a lot of students, and not just not my own, but just traders in general, like the biggest problem that I've seen is that it's not that they kind of know where the market's going to go, but they don't understand what or how to manage it while they're in it. So they're like, well, should I get out? Should I stay in? Should I move my stop loss to break even? Should I take partials? Um, how should I really manage my risk? Like, there's so many questions and so many factors on that, not necessarily knowing where the market's going to go. Sometimes knowing where the market's going to go is the easiest thing, but then handling everything else can be hard. Like, okay, Ryan, what risk should I do? I have a 500 account, I have a $1,000 account, I have a $5 account, Ryan. Like, what should my risk be? Then it goes to, um, should I move my stop loss to break even? How much should I trail by? Should I take partials? Boom, boom, like TP1 got hit. What should I do now? TP2 got hit. Like, When you're a trader, you have about 20 to 30 micro decisions that you have to now figure out. Does that make sense, guys? 20 to 30 micro decisions that you now have to figure out while you're in the trade, while you're in the money. If anyone relate, okay, press a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you relate to what I'm telling you right now. Okay? Is that you could be in the trade, you know it's a winning trade, but you're still stressed because you have 20 to 30 to 40 micro decisions in the market and you're trying to figure out how do I manage this thing, right? You are literally like freaking out or making the wrong decisions, right? You're making the wrong decisions. And it's not because you're not seeing the market vividly, it's because you're not managing it properly. That could be a big thing. So it has nothing to do with, in my opinion, getting the market correct. It's more about like, are you managing the trade properly? Because if you're managing your trades properly, you can take losses here and there and still be good. And then you can maximize on your winners and still be good. You know, what I've realized is not really the strategy that's the biggest hindrance to most people. It's not the strategy, guys. It is not the strategy. Okay, so now that's kind of at our 2 point zone here. So let's see how it reacts off of this level. But it's not it's like there's so many ways to trade it. There's so many ways to trade in general, okay? That it doesn't really, I don't say matter the strategy. The most important thing is just understanding how to manage it, which most people struggle with very much like a lot. Okay, they struggle with it a lot. Let's look at the dollar. So the dollar is kind of popping up this level. Okay, that's great. So the dollar's still looking overall bearish, looking like, yeah, it's looking like dollar still wants to drop, guys. Looking like the dollar still wants to drop. We'll see here. Let's see. Dollar, yeah, looking bearish. We definitely wanted to break this level here on the 1 hour. This is kind of like the intraday level, or actually, yeah, my intraday level that I want to be broken here should be nice. Okay. Here we go. Come on, dollar. Drop, drop, drop. Here we go. AU looking good. If AU's in AU, GU is looking good. Let's more importantly look at our NAS. Okay. We need it definitely to break this area here. We definitely want to break this previous high, guys. All right. We need bullish momentum to kick in to break that high for it to be confirmed that we're in the right direction here. Dollar. Okay. Hit that level. Dollar's getting bearish. I like it. Look, guys, dollar's getting bearish. Let's look at the 5 minute here. Look at this 5 minute candle starting to drip. So look at AU. Look, retested this level, starting to go up. GU, look, also retested this level. If you guys remember, look, you see on the 5 minute kind of did it right here. Look, it didn't go all the way up here, but instead went a little bit up, popped back down, popped up. See that for GU? You guys see how that happened in real time? You guys following me? You guys with me on it? Okay. So do I think you can get in the currency buys? Yes, if you want to. I'm more so just in the NAS buys, guys. But if you want to get in GU or AU, you could. All right, you could. But y'all know I love me some NAS. Okay, and my I'm waiting for Naziana to do what she does. Okay, and make us the money. That's what I'm waiting for. Come on, I just need a good 5-minute bullish closure. Okay, you see how it was just kind of consolidating, played around, did it pull back, all that. No, 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 no. We want this 5-minute candle to close bullish here in the next 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then it's money time. So what I would do too, guys, here's another thing if you want to do. All right, you can actually do a buy limit. So if NAS breaks this area, you can actually take another entry. You can actually make another small buy entry here once it starts to break this mini zone here. So once it starts to break that zone here, right, if we get 5-minute bullish close, and then it starts to really break this level here, this is a potential another entry. So it would look something like this. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of like this. Even though it is pulling back, just a smidge. It would kind of be like this here. Okay. But to confirm the NAS buy, what we don't want it to break this level down here, and it should be breaking this upper level up here, if that makes sense. So it is kind of consolidating between the two. And we kind of just gotta wait to see where it's gonna go. Okay, so let's look for the dollar. If you look at the dollar's breaking really nice levels here. It's just kind of, playing around and pulling back, but still overall bearish, right? It's still just playing around, overall bearish. So I like the dollar bearishness overall. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, AU for the buy probably isn't that many pips. GU is probably the better buy. If I'm being honest, it's probably the better buy. Probably. Probably. Let's see. Okay, USD crude oil just got an alert for that. Let's see how that's looking. See how the crude oil is looking. Let's see here. On the oil, all right, bullish. Look. Okay, look, it just cracked this level, guys, on crude oil. So this is from my crude oil traders. This is setting up as well for buys. Crude oil is setting up for buys as well. Okay. Let's look at NAS. NAS is playing around. Back down to this level. You guys can see. Let's look at GU. I like GU, honestly. For the buy. Bad. That was a pretty clean little buy. Let's look at the dollar and see. And we can, and then, for everyone who kind of follows me, I would say look at the other currency indexes for confirmation, based on how you want to view the market, obviously. I'm kind of not going to do all that right now, but I would say, just look at that, use that as your confirmation there, because it will help you. AU's kind of, this AUD USDs are also setting up, I think. I like AU. Either or, let's look at Euro. Let me see, Euro. Euro is also not too horrible, but just depends on what pair you like the best. Honestly. Depends on what pair you like the best. What currency pair. There's a bunch of things that could happen. There's oil. Oil looks like it's gonna retrace, maybe pop back down to this level and then go up. So have kind of like the oil setup will kind of look like this. And for this, basically, they'll pull back down. Kind of wanted to maintain structure here. So that's what we kind of look for. They use like pulling back. Depends. See what the dollar's doing. What we want. This is what we want for the dollar. What we want is it to really kind of hold this level, start to drop and break these lower lows. That's what we want. And once we get that, we will have kind of the momentum of the move on our side. So once the dollar starts to really drop back down to these levels, we'll have a lot of momentum with the dollar going down. And that's essentially what we want, to catch that momentum as it's continuing back down. So, you know, as you guys can see, everything's kind of just playing around. Let's look at NAS. Okay, this is the 15-minute. So as you guys can kind of see, it's kind of broken this consolidation. Now it's kind of retesting this area, which I'm perfectly fine with, but I wanted to essentially do that. I wanted to retest it. That's kind of what we want here. We want to retest, but to hold this general area here. So we want NAS to hold this area, and we want the dollar to also hold this area and get bearish. As long as it holds and get bearish, we're fine. As long as NAS kind of holds this overall zone here on the 15-minute, just to make it clean and easy, then that's fine. Okay, both would be fine. And then we have GU as well too. That has potential as well too. Again, if the dollar starts to crack, but this isn't bad either. AU isn't bad either. So we have a lot of potential plays, guys. You just have to kind of pick which one you want. You know, pick what best suits you and your trading plan. Okay, so I'm gonna hang out with you guys for maybe, let's say, a good 15 more minutes, 15, 20 more minutes. We're gonna be patient and wait here. Patient together. All right. And we'll just wait and see here on the 15. Let me see on the 30 minutes. What's it looking like? Let's look at this on the 30-minute. So on the 30-minute here, again, I really want this level to be broken, this high to be broken here. So this is significant for me because I want this 30-minute candle for NAS, right, to be bullish, to close bullish. So in the next 15 minutes, NAS 30-minute candle better close up here, guys, like somewhere close to up here. Once we have that, we're good. We'll have the confirmation that we're good. Does that make sense? Does everyone follow me so far? Okay. So that's really what I want. And we'll wait for 10:30 to see if that happens. But really and truly, we should see more bullish momentum start to kick in, and then we should see the DXY start to get bearish here, which is starting now. All right, GU is also picking up, so GU buys are good. AUD/USD buys are good now too. So I think those are both good. Everything's going to be good. Let's just wait. Just going to wait. I really want the 30-minute candle to close up here. So this is going to be kind of my confirmation that we're in the right side of NAS, is kind of like, I would say, the 30-minute candle. So by 10:30, how this candle closes, this doji candle here, is it gonna close here? Is it gonna close bearish? Is it gonna close bullish? For sure, what we want is like in the next 13 minutes for this thing to like close somewhere up here. I want like bullish momentum. Okay, so that's what I want. All right, so that's kind of what we're looking for here as a confirmation anyway. All right, and when we look at our chart here that I drew, that's all crazy. So we do have the 30-minute bullish candle here previously. We have, hold on, so many drawings on here. It's kind of playing around. So it's like overall bullish, but still kind of playing around. Just a smidge. Just a smidget. Here we go. But we want this bullish momentum to kick in, and we want this level to get broken here. So what I will say, guys, is once it starts to break this level here, which is the next level that I have at the 4 point, I believe you can buy NAS again if you want to. So that's kind of what we're waiting for here. We're waiting for it to break this kind of small retracement, shoot up, dollar to continue down. Everything is kind of moving according to plan, but just a little slow today. Just a little slower than I would like, a little slower than anticipated. All right, but that doesn't mean we're still not gonna make money, though. That doesn't mean we're still not gonna make the moolah today. Just gotta be a little patient. All right, just gotta be a little patient. Patience pays. Okay, patience pays. Someone put that in the chart. Someone put patience pays. Please put that in the chart right now. Put that in the chat. I want you to understand. I need you to understand. Patience pays. Right? Because we're still getting bearishness. ADs are still bullish. GVPs are kind of pulling back a little bit, but still overall bullish. Put in the chart, guys. Patience pays. Brian said UJ been dropping like crazy. Oh snaps! Do we miss the UJ sell off? Oh no! I thought Brian. I forgot about the UJ sell off play. Brian, let's everyone blame Brian. Everyone put Brian. We're gonna, it's like it's Ryan with the B. Brian, he's like my arch nemesis. Like Brian, what are you doing, bro? Come on, you should have been like, hey, bro, just why don't we look to sell UJ to? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing so much at once, man. Come on, cut your boy some slack. All right, cut your boy some slack. But I'm giving the play away. All right, come on, you guys should know.
Hello. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? How we doing? How you doing? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's see. Ooh, I got some alerts. Uh-oh. It's called money time. It's called money time. It's called money, 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 money. What y'all know? First of all, you young whippersnappers, you don't know about that song. So listen, all right. We're gonna cut Ryan's a cappella solo singing to a minimum today because I know that you guys just, you're too young for that. So, all right. We're in NAS for the buys. Everything looking good, right? GU for the buys, everything looking good. AU for the buys, also looking good. UJ for the sells were definitely good, but I didn't look at UJ. Silly me. My main trade, of course, is the NAS buys, as I've been telling you guys the whole time. And that is kind of like my go-to right now. It is the go-to right now. I like it. And so I'm going to be targeting about, let's see here, 60 to 80 points here. 60 to 80 points here. We're targeting on NAS. All right. So let me see. That's what I'm looking at, my friends. My dear, dear friends. All right. And what did I say? I said NAS on the 30-minute. Look, if you guys remember, I said, guys, on the 30-minute, this is what I want. Isn't this what I said? I said, this is what I want on NAS. 1030. It better be bullish. Now, again, remember, look how it pulled back down. Look at all the nonsense that we had to go through on the smaller time frames. So if you looked at the 5-minute, the 10-minute, you maybe got whipped out, or maybe you got faked out, or maybe you thought this trade wouldn't pan out, right? But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta trust the light skinned brother sometimes, All right. So, but if this closes again, 10:30, last 5 minutes, it's moving good, then we got the move. Then we got the move. We got the move. Okay. So AU's looking good. GU's looking good. NAS is looking good. Everything's looking good. Okay, I like it. I like when all the trades are up. I like when we're making money today. Earth, Wind, what's up, Kenny? What's up, my brother? Okay, so I'm letting everybody know, right? Okay, this is what Ryan's doing. So for those of you who don't know, because some of you guys are in TTA, some of you guys aren't, some of you guys just follow me and just trying to rock with me, make money. And what I can say, right, is that I'm going for the month of April. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of live trading YouTube sessions for you guys. Okay. I know a lot of you guys have been missing me. And, so what I'm going to do is so for my previous students, you guys are actually going to get more sessions now. Right. And for people who are not tapped in to TTA, they're also going to get sessions for completely free as well. So you get the best of both worlds, guys. So I know I've been ghosty for a minute because a lot has been going on in my personal life. If you guys notice, I haven't really been on social media, a lot going on, right? But one of the biggest reasons is because I had to finish the manager, which it is now 100% completed. And we're just testing this week. Okay. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, right? So I came back, as you guys see, with a mission. I came back to realize that most of you guys are losing your trades not because you aren't getting the direction right, but because you need to manage your trades properly, effortlessly, automatically, everything. Okay, everything. That's what you need. Okay, like, so let me give you guys an example. Or I mean, I'll show you guys once we start to go on more profit with NAS. I'll show you guys. But so once NAS hits, we'll say like this level here, I can kind of show you guys. All right, once my alert gets hit, once we're kind of like midway to our TP on NAS. But so this is the announcements, guys. Ryan's going to be trading every single day. Okay, let me see. Every single day, Monday through Friday. Every day. Do you guys want that yes or no? Put in the chat. Do you guys want that yes or no in the chat? Let's see here. Okay, can you guys hear the soundboard now? Can you hear the ding sound? Let me see. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, you guys can hear the soundboard now? Oh, yeah, the soundboard time. Okay, so Ryan, all right, Ryan now is coming back working double time, okay, because I had to take, as you guys know, a couple weeks off of live trading and social media, honestly, to get my manager in order, all right? And a lot of you guys know me for the manager, and you guys know I've been working on this thing for like over a year. So I'm like, yo, I need to get it done. So I've been working with my programmer for a very long time, day in, day out, okay, for the past couple of weeks to get it completed. And when I say it is fire, it is fire, okay? You're not going to want to trade without it. I'm so confident that you're going to love it that the people who haven't paid or paid for it yet, you guys are going to be able to get a free trial, all right, just to test it out first. That's how confident I am in it. That if you just test it out for a couple of days, you're going to be like, yo, I need this thing to trade every day. And what it's going to do for you is it is going to automate and systematize your management of your trading, which is a very big deal. Okay. It is a very, very, very big deal. Okay. For you to automate your trading, like your management of your trades. That is the biggest thing. All right. Because like I told you guys, and you guys should know from previous experience, that it is not the trades that mess you up. It's how you manage your trades. Right. That is the biggest thing that is probably messing up 99% of you guys. Right. I can say buy NAS, right? And it's up 40, 50, 60 points, and you still lose. You still mess it up. Okay, because you are not managing it properly, my friend. Right? Most people just are not managing it properly. So what you need to do, because most people just do not have discipline, right? I want you guys to just understand this. Most of you guys do not have the proper discipline. Do not have the proper trading plan. Do not have the proper trading management skills to even do it. So here's what I've developed and created. Basically a system and tool that you're going to use, that everyone's going to have the ability to even test out for completely free. Well, it's going to be $1 to try it out. So it's basically free. But you're going to be able to try it out, okay, and see how much easier your trading is going to be. Okay. And that is what I want for every single person here. I want to impact and help every single person here, whether you're part of TTA or not. I want to help your trading in some capacity. And what I realized is that the common person has stuff to do. They got kids to raise. They have to be at work, right? They have jobs. They have different things that they can't sit around. They're not as privileged as me to sit here and do this full time. This is my job. This is my life. There's a difference, right? Not everyone can do this, but they can easily, okay, get a signal or get a trade, get in, but they don't want to have to manage it, right? Like you don't want to sit there and check your phone every 5-10 minutes or check your terminal every 10, 15, 20 minutes. You guys don't want that, right? What if I gave you a system that says, hey, listen, you set it, forget it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about managing it, because the manager is basically like your mini robot. Think of it as your mini trading Alexis. It's going to do whatever you tell it to do automatically. It's going to move your trailing automatically, take your partials automatically, move your TPs automatically, do your risk automatically, everything automatically. Anything that you can think of that you need done, it's going to do for you. Everything. So you literally do not have to even touch your trade. Okay. All you have to do is just get in. That's it. Forget about it. Take off your phone and go back to your day. How does that sound? Does that sound like something that you might want to add to your arsenal so you don't have to sit there and manage your trade automatically? How does that sound? Does that sound like a good idea? Because that's what I created for you guys. All right. So in lieu of that, and in celebration that the manager is finally done and ready for everyone to test, to basically automate their trading, I am going to do sessions every single day for the month of April. Every single day, I'm going to be on YouTube, guys. Now, so here's the way it's going to be, though. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will be on YouTube trading live with you guys. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, that'll be premium for my TTA students. Would you guys want to trade me live every day? Not every other day, every freaking day, Monday through Friday, April, New York session every single day. All right. I'm even going to do some Asian sessions, but that's going to be for my TTA students. You guys will get that as well too. But I'm talking just for free on YouTube. I'm trying to help the people. How's that sound? Okay, every day. Robert said, let's go. Let's go. Every single day. We're gonna be making the moolah. Okay. I don't think y'all. Okay, wake up. Okay, wake up. It's time to wake up. All right. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing, guys. That is what we're gonna be doing. All right. So in lieu of the manager being done, your boy's gonna do sessions every day, every single day with y'all. Every single day. How about that? All right. So my free sessions will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and my premium sessions will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you're free and just want to rock with me, you can expect me on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I'm still going to do, even on Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys, I'm going to do a market overview on YouTube. So if you're just following me on YouTube or the Trade Authority on YouTube, every day I will be popping up on live sessions, whether we're trading live together or we're doing a market analysis. I'm going to be doing something every single day on YouTube. Okay. And then, of course, my premium students are going to get extra stuff on top of that. But, now we really are going to kind of run it up together. All right. And that's what I want. I want everyone to just win here. And I want everyone to get better in general. So that's what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna change up the game a little bit. I'm gonna do something that's never been done. You know? So, I'm pretty excited, guys. Hopefully you guys are excited as well too. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna focus on, right? Is helping everyone in that area. And that's gonna be the biggest thing, is doing kind of just like analyzing together and seeing what happens every single day. And so I'll kind of stay on here until like 11 o'clock with you guys. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. But that's essentially what I've decided to do with everybody is I'm gonna, try to get back and just kind of do my overall analysis with everyone. And and we can do this together. Let me see. Yeah, I'm also going to do Asian session. So I'm bringing Asian session back as well too. Right. So I will be doing Tuesday Asian session with you guys. So tomorrow Asian. So tomorrow will be a double session. And the reason why I'm doing Asian tomorrow is because we have Asian news at like 10, at like 9:30, 10. So because we have that news, I'm going to show you guys how I trade Asian news kind of like that. I'm going to show you guys how I trade it. So for me personally, I like to trade Asian when there's like some type of liquidity or volatility in it. Because a lot of times you're not going to get that with Asian news or with Asian session. You're not going to get um, the liquidity that you want. A lot of times you're gonna get consolidation. You're gonna get a mess. You're gonna get consolidation. You're gonna get just choppy market behavior, and it's not too fun. Okay, it's really, really not too fun at times to trade Asian. But so I don't trade Asian every day. Instead, what I do, okay, is I trade Asian when I know there's like it's going to be some type of liquidity or volatility in the market. That's when I trade Asian. And because I kind of trained myself to trade it like that, I've been doing a lot better with my Asian sessions. Instead of trying to trade it like every day or something like that, I try to look to just trade it when I know that there's going to be volatility there. And when you know there's going to be volatility there, it's like you do so much better. Like it's easier to predict the moves. Not that it's like, I don't want to say you know, uh, not that it's perfect, but I will say that you're putting yourself in a better trading environment, right? Because you know that there's going to be more volume than normal. So like what I do for Asian session these days is I kind of scour throughout the whole week and I'll say to myself, all right, um, when is the market going to actually move for Asian session this week? right? So if you look at Forex Factory, which I'll kind of show you guys in a second, but if you look at Forex Factory, let's look at tomorrow. It's 10 p.m. There's NZD and AED news. So if you look at Forex Factory right now, you'll see, which I'll show you guys really quick. Hold on. There's going to be, let me show you. So if you see this, look at 10 p.m. NZD, 10:30 AD. So tomorrow, for sure, there's going to be movement around that time, but it's going to be a little bit late. So what I would do is I would look at the markets around like 9:30, right? So if you guys notice, like tomorrow's like Asian session will probably be around like 9:30 tomorrow. So we can kind of analyze and see what's going to happen and kind of watch it together. And this is how I kind of trade Asian if there's Asian, right? And then we have Wednesday. There's really not any news for Asian session like that. I'm not gonna really trade Wednesday. Then we have Thursday, bank holiday, JPY stuff, trash. Okay, whatever. Then we have Friday. There's nothing on Friday. So to me, the only really good session to trade Asian is going to be Tuesday. Well, tomorrow. So that's going to be my only day that I really look at the market, if that makes sense. As far as for Asian session, I'm going to trade. I trade New York every day, regardless. I trade New York regardless. So, all right. So dollar is kind of like popping back up here, which is fine. If you guys can kind of measure this move, I'll show you. Like, check this out. This is what let's see here. Well, two things can happen here. So this whole move here, I'm going to kind of actually remove this level so you guys can see. Move all these levels here. But the dollar should kind of hold this zone here, right? So if it holds this zone and then continues to drop and give us bearish momentum to then drop, then everything will still be valid, if that makes sense. So want to see how the dollar holds that level. We'll see. But yeah, so that is what I would look for. And that's what I'm doing every day, kind of just analyzing the market with you guys every single day at some point in the morning time. Let's see, on the 30-minute. Definitely. So what I would want as well too is for Nas to hold this zone here. Once it starts to break the zone, then I don't like it anymore. Now, this is something that I have in my own personal trading that you guys can also have as well too. This is something that I do. Again, this is something that you can't really do manually as much, which kind of sucks, but you kind of can't do it manually. But you see, every time NAS goes up 30 points for me, I do automatic take partials. So I do at 30 points, 50 points, 60 points, and 80 points. Now, so what you do now is you kind of always make sure that when you are in profit that you're taking something off automatically. So I do that with AU, with any pair that I trade. With AU, it's every 10 pips. With GU, it's every 10 pips. You know, so with UJ, it's every 10 pips. So most people don't know how to do that, or they're not doing that automatically. They're not doing that automatically, and or they don't know how to do it. So that's something that most people, I think, without a system, it makes it incredibly hard to do. You know, it kind of makes it hard to do. You know, so if you're not very quick with it manually, you're not able to do it. You know, but if you have some type of system in your trading, then it makes it easier to just like not worry about it and just you're making money along the way. Like so the way my trailing is now, it's like right here because my trailing is up as you're in profit. So you take some partials up here, almost like 30, 35 points of profit, and then you know you just slowly trail it. So let's see, GU, AU, let's see, you know, I don't know, maybe the dollar is done for the day because it is like about to be 11 o'clock. I think like, you know, maybe it just wasn't, I think now it's possibly ready to pop up, honestly. It's just going to consolidate ish. That's what it looks like. It's kind of approaching kind of super late. You know, the dollar's now holding this level, but you know, it's going to play around, consolidate, and then I think continue to drop. So everything is going to kind of just play around. So, you know, that's why AUs are tracing, GUs are tracing, everything kind of retrace a little bit. That's why even NAS is retracing. So everything is retracing. Everything's retracing. But for me personally, if it breaks this level here, this is kind of like where my trailing's at. I will get out and just wait for a re-entry. If that makes sense. Because if you go up, let's say 30, 40 points, and then you go to being down, let's say 20, 30 points, I don't really usually like that. So something you have to get in the habit of, guys, if you're going to trade NAS, like my trailing just got hit. But if you're going to trade NAS, you have to trail. If you don't know how to trail, then you're going to have to just get the manager. if you're not good at it or understand how to do it, I can't even help you. You can't see the chart? How do you not see the chart? Oh, okay. Hold on. You guys can't see the chart. Hold on. So let me show you guys. Hold on. My bad. Oh, my bad. You guys can't even see it. I couldn't see the chat. So this is, okay. So look, I'll replay it really quick before it even happened, since you guys can see it. But what I was saying here is like this. Trailing is right here, is below this zone down here. As you go in profit, you want to move your stop loss in profit, if that makes sense. Like you trail it. And then so even if you take the loss, right, or starts to drop, it takes you out at a very minimal loss, or you take partials along the way, so it nullifies it. So you make some profit or you take a small loss, but they're either way, so you don't take a big loss. No matter how the market goes, you always want to put yourself in a position to, okay, I made some money, I lost a little bit of money or I made a lot of money. What you want to do is minimize big losing days. So you have GU, you see it just pulled back to the zone. AU, if you look on the 5 minute, kind of just pulled back as well too. Look at the dollar. The dollar is now back at this level here. So it's kind of playing around, doesn't know what it wants to do. So this is a very finicky level where the dollar's at. So it's about to be like 11:30. This is not really the time that you want to play with the dollar because the dollar could completely reverse from here. Okay. If you look at the 5 minute, this could be 1, 2, 3 ways down, honestly. So, so the dollar is overall bearish, but it's a Monday. It's not going to make a huge move. So now it's kind of just been playing around. So everything's kind of consolidating. But does that make sense, guys? So there's no way. So again, so the way that you have to do this, right, is that when you're buying and you're up, let's say 20, 30, 40, 50 points on NAS, right? Your stop loss should be slowly moving up to market structure as it's going up. That's again, and that's what most people aren't realizing. It's not the trade, it's the management of the trade. Okay. So I was still in this trade and I got taken out like right here. But what happened is I at least took partials along the way when it hit that level. I'm automatically just taking partials along the way. Right. So if you can get in the habit of that, right, and moving your stop loss, right, as the market is in your favor, it's going to protect you. So now what's going to happen is you're not really going to take losses, or let me say not losses, but you're not going to take hard losses anymore. You're going to now really nullify those hard losses. If you're going to trade like a volatile pair like NAS, US 30, S&P, gold, GJ, all these pairs, you need to be kind of managing like this. And this is what most people don't teach you. All right. Because most people can teach you how to follow a signal and how to get winning trades, but they're not showing you how to manage your trade properly in real time. So, and that's what I realize is like the biggest thing that most people aren't doing is managing properly, right? Everyone can take the signal properly, but not everyone else can manage it, because I can guarantee there's people here who didn't manage it properly, or so like, or minimize their risk on the trades, right? So it's just about kind of seeing, let me see on AU, on UJ. Okay. It's just about seeing, right, how to get in and minimize your risk as a trader, because that's the most important thing. Is like, you can have small wins, you can have big wins, right? You can even have small losses, but what you don't want is big losses. So the way that you prevent big losses on your account is by the management aspect. It's not of knowing where the market's going to do or what the dollar's going to do. We knew the dollar would drop today. That was pretty easy. Like, it was very clear. We understood what was going to happen. That's not the problem, right? The problem is most people will manage it wrong or get bad entries or something like that. So if you had something that could help you with that, so that you're not making those critical mistakes in real time, right? So that's what I've been working on for the past 4 weeks, guys, to finish it, and it's finally finished. So it's and what I've realized is that most people, I've done, as you guys know, I've done one-on-ones with a lot of my students, right? If you need a one-on-one, you can go to the website and request it. And what I've realized is that the majority of students, guys, like, they are messing up with their management more than anything else. Whether you've been training 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, the management is messing up, right? It's sometimes you'll have your trade plan, but you still won't follow it. Or sometimes you'll have your risk plan and still not follow it. Sometimes you'll see a certain trade setup, still take it. And it's a mental thing. right? And so now you're psychologically like always messing yourself up, not because you don't know what you're doing, but because you're not doing it the proper way, like immaculately. And what I've realized is it doesn't matter what your strategy is, doesn't matter. If you have a strategy that's like at least 60% accurate with a basic one-to-one, there's no reason why you shouldn't be profitable long term. But the problem is most people don't know how to manage it properly long term. Think about that. Most people don't. Like imagine if you manage your trades properly every single day for a whole year, what your account would look like. If you had immaculate trade management, right? I'm talking about you did not like mess up your trade management, your routine, you didn't mess up at all, right? You may lose trades here and there, but you didn't mess up your management. 9 times out of 10, your management is going to save you more than anything. It's never going to hinder you. It's always going to save you. It's always going to save you. So what I've realized, right, is that most people aren't doing it right and they need help. Because I realized even for myself that, hey, I'm not managing my own trades in real time perfectly. And I'm like, yo, I need something to help me. And so the manager started of me just trying to help myself, but then realizing that most people just need that. So, that's what I created, guys. And legit, you guys can look out for it later this week, going into next week, on the details on it. And I'm just testing it to make sure that all the kinks are gone, because I don't want to release it and there's like kinks and stuff, but it is 100% complete. There's nothing more to be done. I will showcase it to you guys later this week on the sessions. I will show it to you in real time, how it's managing my trades and everything, so you guys can kind of see it. I just have to actually set it up, for the streaming and all that type of stuff. But once I set up for the streaming and YouTube, I will show you guys exactly in real time how it manages, so you can see how it's going to benefit you. And let's see, the dollar, I think it's gonna go up. So I think everything, let me see here. I think everything's gonna kind of slow down here. And let's see here. Yeah, I think everything's gonna kind of just play around at these levels. So we're looking at the dollar. See the dollar slowly rejecting here. So again, it's 11 o'clock. The markets are now becoming very slow. Now is not the time to really be in the market, pretty much. So, AU did work out, GU did work out, but I would get out the market. If anything, NAS, my trailing got hit as it started to drop beneath this level. I know you guys can't see my screen for whatever reason, but as you're up in profit, right, as you're taking these trades and you're buying it, right, you need to be able to, when you're up 20, 30, 40, 50 points, right, to be taking something off. So you don't have to get out the trade, but you need to take some type of partials out the trade. And not only that, not only are you taking partials, right, but you need to be minimizing your risk. So as the trade starts to go into profit, it should start to look like this. Okay. So as you start to trade and you start to like buy here, right, just to give you guys an example, as you start to buy here and oops, hold on, let me see here. Right. And then the next move here, let's say on the 5-minute, boom, goes up here. Okay. Stop loss should go a little bit up here. All right. Comes back down, goes back up, hits this area. Boom. Your stop loss should go a little bit up here. Boom. Like as the market starts to go up, your stop loss slowly goes up. So that's how you should be doing this. So you should be, and again, I always have a running hard trail on everything. You know, so but what I realize is that most people can't do this on their phone or even on the terminal. It's confusing or they don't know how to. So I get it, guys. Trust me, because I didn't used to trade like this for a very, very long time. Um, you know, so basically what happens is your risk is mitigated, is decreased, right? So like as you start to go into profit, you want to slowly start to decrease your risk and take a little profit off the top. Does that make sense? So you are slowly increasing your balance and decreasing your risk in the market. But most people are not going to be able to do this like in real time or even have the discipline to do it properly. Does that make sense? Like you're not going to be able to do that. So whether the market goes up from here or down, right? So as soon as like market hit there, like my trailing got hit. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm out. You know, I took small partial profits, wasn't anything crazy, you know, and then got out. But my risk was mitigated because obviously my stop loss was all the way down here. So you see how the way I managed my trade, I can guarantee you the way I managed my trade was way different than probably 90% of you guys. But I'm just showing you guys how it looks in real time, right? Because that's the way you should be managing your trade, right? That's how you should be managing your trade. Honestly and truly, like that is the prime way to manage your trade, every single trade. That's how you should be doing it. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? So it's not necessarily the winning the trade or losing of the trade. It's like, how are you managing your trade? Are you doing that properly every single time? Because if you do that, then I guarantee you, you're going to be fine. Okay. See you, Nicole. Right. So that's what I built for you guys to do it automatically. So you guys don't have to worry about that at all. All right. So you see how like the management style of the trading will keep you profitable and sustain you, right? Because most people just aren't doing that manually or properly. So, you know, so that's legit what I've created for you guys. I will show you guys what it looks like tomorrow. In class. And so Tuesday, so what I believe is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be like killer days, guys, in the market. Okay. Mondays, you know, sometimes it's a little rocky because it's the first day of the week. They don't want to do anything fancy. Okay. They just kind of want a little volume kick in, make a little bit of money. Okay, cool. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Right. So that's why like GU went up, was good. AU went up, was good as well too. UJ went down. Let me see. Oil, gold went up as well. Oil definitely looked like it was going up, but you know, shot up, broke structure, start to retrace as the dollar starts now retrace back down. So this wasn't, you know, I don't really trade oil like that, but so it did break structure here. So if you guys can see, like that's why like this, like around this area was the most optimal entry down here. As it started to retest this level and shoot up. Now the market's just gonna consolidate, right? So now it's super late and everything's just gonna consolidate. So no reason to be in like any trades past this point, in my opinion. There's really no reason to. I'm usually out of trades around like at 11. Me personally, usually I'm out by then. If I don't sit there and hold my trades. I don't. Whether it's winning, whether it's losing, I get out. I don't sit there and hold it. I don't. So that's really it, guys. What I'll say is, if you need help with one-on-ones, it's in the website. Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a session as well too. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll be doing a session as well too. Thursday, I'll be doing a session as well too. Friday, I'll be doing a session as well. Every day, I'm gonna be doing a session. Okay. Tuesday night, I will do Asian session as I'll do Asian session with you guys as well. So that's in the back. Okay. So just something that you can look forward to. If you have been messing up on your management, which is like, I would say the biggest thing that most people mess up on, right? Because sometimes the market will give you a good move, but not necessarily move on the, when you want it to move. Like, so have you ever been in a trade where it's a good trade, but maybe it takes 2-3 hours to pan out, or maybe it just, you think it's a good trade, but it just consolidates for like, I don't know, a bunch of hours. And you're like, dag, like this is a good trade setup. I thought it was good, but I got caught in consolidation. So you need something that's always going to protect you. And I can tell you guys I've been using my manager the past couple months, and it's, saved me a tremendous amount of times from losing a lot more money than I probably should have. Like really. So I realized the importance of having some type of automation to your trading. So it's not really going to be like, oh, it's a, you just do it yourself system, but essentially you're going to semi-automate your trading so that you're really not going to be manually trading anymore. Okay. That's the goal, is that you're not really manually trading anymore. You're manually entering, and that's it. Does that make sense? You're going to manually enter, but everything else is automated. So stay tuned for that. I will showcase that later this week for everybody. All right. Look for dollar bearishness the rest of the week. That's what I believe is going to happen. And that's really it. Let me see. That's really it. NAS is gonna, I think, breaking structure is going to drop. I think NAS is gonna drop, honestly, from here. I think it's gonna drop some more, maybe like 40, 34 points, but I'm not in it. It's too late for me to get in trades. I don't like it. I don't like getting it at 11 o'clock, but I do think it's gonna drop. It hit the level that we wanted, kind of sustained, and then just start to slowly drip. So I think that's going to happen with GU and AU. I think they're just pulling back to like entries, and I would, just kind of get out if you haven't gotten out already. With UJ, who anyone was in it for the sell, this is a prime area to get out. So there's no reason to even stay in this because it got out there. And if you're a gold trader, then, even gold went up as well too, but this is also level 2 kind of get out. If you guys can see that. And then oil, and then, yeah, oil kind of just played around. Oil kind of played around a little bit. So, let me see Euro. If you guys can see here, Euro hit the sell up here. So if you're in Euro USD for the buy, as you can see here, right? So you're seeing how every single pair kind of just popped up just a smidge, then started to retrace, right? Popped up just a little bit, started to retrace. GU popped up a little bit, started to retrace. That's popped up a little bit overall, and then started to retrace. So that's kind of just what the dollar wants to do today. Nothing too crazy, just a small movement in the market. But again, if you want to trade, I would say almost, if you're trading intraday, if you're trading every day, and I'll say this before I leave, guys. If you're trading every day, then you definitely need a management system that's going to protect you at all times. Because if you're trading every day, there's going to be days where you're not trading in the most ideal environments. Does that make sense? If you're a trader that's only trading maybe 2-3 times a week, let's say maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, I'm not saying you don't need it, but you're usually probably going to trade in more prime market conditions, right? Or if you're a swing trader, that it's going to be easier for you to kind of trade because you're not sitting there intraday kind of scalping or intraday trading, right? But if you're going to trade, I would say more than 3 times a week or more, let's say maybe 4 to 6 sessions a week, then you definitely need something that's going to protect you at all times so that you're not messing up. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be the biggest thing is that like, are you protecting yourself not on the good days, because the good days are going to come. Trust me, this week is going to be a great trading week. Like the good moves, the 100 pip, 200 point, 500 point moves, they're going to happen. Okay? That's easy to make money and be happy on those days. But more importantly, what about the days that are consolidating, that are choppy, that are maybe not the best, and they kind of do one thing and you think one thing, it does the other? Days like that. And I want you to kind of think about those days, guys, because those are the days that are going to chop you up and kind of get you messed up psychologically. So I want you to think about, okay, how do I protect myself on those days? Because when the markets are moving and smooth, that's easy. Anyone's happy on those days, right? Anyone can be happy when you buy AU and it shoots up 50, 60 points, no drawdown. Okay, cool. Everyone's happy, make money. Okay, cool, right? But what about the days you buy AU and doesn't shoot up 50, 60 pips, no drawdown? What about if it just consolidates or starts to play around and the dollar doesn't really move and now you're frustrated and you don't know what to do? Are you managing that trade properly? Most people will probably say no. And that is the reason why most people are sucking at trading and their trading accounts are not doing so well. So it's just a mindset shift, guys. Like you have to think about, and I'll say this before I leave, it's just about understanding, okay, how do I protect myself and how do I manage my trades when I'm not getting the ideal setup that I truly want, but I'm still trading. So when the trade looks good, but it doesn't move the way you want it to move, how are you going to handle that? What does that look like? Right? Does that look good or not? That's going to be very big, right? If you can maintain profitability on those days, or if you can minimize your losses on those days, that's going to be the difference between you making, a little bit of money or losing, and then making long-term consistent gains and withdrawals. It's going to be how you handle the days that are consolidation and the setups that don't pan out the way you want it to, because everyone remembers their good days. Oh yeah, I made like a 200 point move on gold and 1,000 point move on oil this day. And okay, but what about all the times you got chopped up and lost? And people typically kind of just dismiss and have a tendency to forget all the times they lose, which is why we tell you guys to journal and stuff like that. But the most important thing is to realize those are the days that you need to critique yourself the most, right? On those days. So, just wanted to kind of drop that gem for you guys, moving forward, so you guys can just understand what you have to do psychologically to kind of get your head above water when it comes to trading, because most people just don't understand how to trade properly, the dynamics of it. And so I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit because obviously today was like not perfect. It was, I mean, the dollar drop, but still wasn't, the best. Still, eh, not horrible, but not, a perfect day. So despite how it handled out, right? Days like this are days where you have to figure out like, well, did I manage it properly? Right? What did I do? And so if you can say that you managed it properly, then you're fine. Right? You're going to live to trade another day and you're eventually going to be doing really well. So this is why and for even me, guys, I realized that I wasn't managing my trades immaculately every time. Like some days it'd be perfect, some days it wouldn't. And I'm like, yo, why am I messing up my management? Right. And I realized it was because I didn't have a system to manage it. So it doesn't matter how accurate you are or what your strategy is, if you don't have a system to manage, right? So you should know for yourself, okay, what's my average TP? What's my average stop loss? What's my average trailing? Where am I taking partials at? What levels am I like you should know all these, like all those things should not be up for debate. Like not even for debate. Like you should, like they should be concrete, So that's why I realized I'm like, yo, I think most people aren't struggling with this strategy. Most people are struggling with how to manage, you know? Okay, Chelsea, don't talk about those days. All right. But again, guys, so that's kind of just what I've really realized with a lot of you guys as students, right? And I realized if I can help you, right? Because I don't want you guys to give up on trading or give up on being profitable and being consistent in the market every single week. The problem is 9 times out of 10, and let me be real with you, is that you're just not managing it properly. It's not that you're not even knowing what you're doing or getting the strategy right, or technically seeing the markets, you're not managing it properly. So, that's why I kind of created this software for all of you guys. And it honestly has been like the best thing I've ever created, honestly. So, this will help you if you've been struggling with your trading. All right. And you really been struggling, but you kind of like know what you're doing. This will take you to that profitability level for sure. There's no way. There's no way you're not going to be consistent now. Okay. It's because you have to just kind of get out your head and kind of be almost like a robot when you're trading. That's it. Don't even think about it. Just be robotic. But the only way you can be robotic is if you have a robot. Essentially, at this point, it's 2023. If you're not using something automated to your advantage, then you are losing out. There's ChatGPT. There's all types of stuff. There's so much stuff out now with AI, artificial intelligence. It's crazy. The world is really going to be iRobot in a couple of years. Like I swear at this rate, So even with your trading, guys, you got to look at it like this. We're using software and technology to our advantage 24/7. The reason why you're on this session with me is because we have technology. So if you're not using the technology that we have, right, to fix your weaknesses in your trading, then you're simply going to lose the game. Okay. Hedge funds, big institutions, big, I would say banks, and you think they don't have softwares that's managing their trades? Do you guys think that? Do you guys think they don't have some type of automation to the way that their trades are being managed? Really think about it. Do you think? No. I get like they have to, right? Like they have some type of automation, right? They're not sitting there mainly trading, click, and just all right, move my stop loss to break. Do you really think they're doing everything that we're doing? All right, let me move my stop loss to break even. Okay, let me. They're not doing that. All right. All right, guys. Take care. See you later. Peace. Be here tomorrow.